From the most exotic locations on Earth, Moonraker will transport you to another world. Holly was a warm girl with the right connections.
Could this possibly be the moment for us to pool our resources?
We would be better off working together.
James Bond and the treacherous Dr. Goodhead. Despite your efforts, my finely wrought dream approaches its fulfillment.
More excitement, more thrills, more spills. And guess who's dropped in for a bite? Jaws is back.
You're listening to Hello Shite, beating culture down with a slightly shitty stick.
Howdy listeners, and welcome to Hello Shite, the bad culture podcast, in which we try to polish culture's biggest turds. Or, if we can't do that, at least spray them liberally with Febreze mist and present them in a slightly jaunty hat. My name is E.O. Higgins, and I'm joined, as always, by the eyebrow-hiking, swaggering, safari suit-wearing, superfluous mammary gland that is Mr. Mark Green.
Well, hello.
That's quite good. Oh.
News.
Better.
Thank you.
That's all right.
Yeah, thank you. Cheers.
Yeah. I think we're gonna. I've written 3,000 words on this today, so I think we're gonna
segue through this bit.
The pre-section, the rambling pre-section.
No one listens to it anyway. I hate editing it.
Yeah, fair
you
enough.
know, we don't even give the people the option to actually participate in our show anyway. Let's be honest.
No, this month we have, because a man called Graham Knowles has written to us.
Yes.
And he said, "Can we cover Ghost Watch?"
We will do that.
The 1992 BBC documentary. What was it? Not really a documentary.
Mockumentary, I would say.
Mockumentary.
Maybe one of the first in that generation.
And we will do that next month
Yes.
for the Hello Shite Halloween special.
Yes, we may even get it around Halloween as well. Is that the plan?
That would be good.
It would, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Professional.
And we had a lovely email from a lovely lady.
We did. We did the Superman. Well, it'll be next month, Superman, I imagine.
Yeah.
The delightful Virginia Appleton has written to us, and she's written us lots of lovely reviews all over the place.
Can we just say we don't actually know who she is? We've not paid her.
No.
We've not even actually threatened her.
No.
And
she's been kind to us.
Yeah, thank you very much.
We respond well to that sort of thing. A man called Andrew Sharman has also written to us and written us very nice reviews on iTunes and things as well.
Good.
We'd like to thank him.
Good.
And the rest of you who haven't done that, fuck off.
And Ed, I think you got a request for the listeners this time around as well to help contribute to the next show.
Yes, because we are all about engaging with our audience. We would like, for the next, we're going to do a couple of mini episodes along with the big episode next month for the Halloween special.
Yep.
And we'd like to hear your ghost stories.
Yes, definitely. The more realistic, the better.
Yeah.
Even though none of it's true.
Well, you never know. People may have been on drugs. But anyway, whatever happens, we would love to hear your ghost stories. So get them through to us at hello@helloshite.com.
Perfect. Or you can go Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, anything like that.
All that type of stuff as well. So are we largely done with the pre-section now?
I think that's done.
Right, so
what less rambly than normal.
It was concise to the point.
Yeah.
I won't have
we actually engaged with people.
Exactly. I won't have to edit this for weeks either and cut bits out, which is perfect. So Ed, what do we do this month?
We did the 1979 James Bond film, Moonraker.
This is kind of a boyhood wet dream for you, isn't it?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I hated it. I really hated it.
You can't have hated Roger.
I love Roger, but Moonraker's not the strongest of the Bond films.
He's got a safari suit and a rubber snake. What else do you need?
I'm in.
You're listening to Hello Shite. Don't worry, this can be our little secret.
It opens on an aeroplane flying through the inky blackness of the British sky in the bleak midwinter. The 747 looks like it's being angrily rogered by the Moonraker space shuttle on its back.
Sorry, it looks like very much like an Airfix kit I had as a kid.
More worryingly, it's being piloted by Britain's least capable character actors. Just toss the RAF, sir, says a child with shit hair and a speech impediment.
Yes. Wasn't the guy next to American?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Oh,
You Brits.
you guys. Meanwhile, down below, two blokes dressed somewhat unusually like members of the French resistance come out of some panelling and creep onto the shuttle.
Yeah, that was, again, random.
Well, what are we going to dress these guys as?
Yeah.
Put some 40s leather jackets on them. I'll do it. With berets.
What about spacesuits? Because it is a spacecraft.
No, fuck
that, yeah.
People won't understand their French.
No.
So launching it and they destroy the aeroplane into the bargain.
Oh no, there is an emergency button that comes up. There's a button.
There's always an emergency button.
Yeah, and there's not much they can do. They get cooked.
We cut to London, where a furious-looking M, the head of MI5, is gasping into a red telephone before then throwing back his leather-encased door and he barks at Moneypenny, his secretary. Is 007 back from that African job yet? To which she responds slightly oddly, you'd think.
Yeah.
He's on his last legs, sir.
Yeah. Is there a cut here?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah.
Not really answering the question, though.
Not really, no. He always seems very furious with Bond as well, like he's a naughty schoolboy. Yeah. Where is that boy?
In fact, as we see through this film, he is a massive dick.
It really is. He's got no redeeming features.
It's really unpleasant to everyone.
What worries me is our generation grew up watching this.
Yeah.
So this is kind of acceptable to be a man like this, right?
This is what I'm like. No one thinks I'm smooth. No. Everyone just thinks I'm a dick. But,
you just get a restraining order for that type of behaviour.
You're a woman! Anyway, this cuts to, of course, Bond, Mr. Roger Moore.
Yes.
Feeling up a woman's legs on an aeroplane.
He gets quite high up, doesn't he?
He does.
Yeah, he does all right. Yeah. Thing is, it's just straight into it.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't care that the pilots are flying the plane. Well, he's probably looking back at this, a bit of action.
Well, it sort of makes sense of Moneypenny's incongruous line-ish. But, it's a bit shit. So how far is he from Minge Base, do you think?
He's not far at all. I think he's wondering how Bond's wandering hand syndrome was doing very well. Hello.
A man that looks a bit like the guy that played the Italian officer in A Lower Low.
He reminded me of Borat.
Yeah, he's good. I like his little leather hat.
Yeah. Well, don't forget though, he starts going up her leg, and then she pulls out a shooter.
Yeah, she does.
You're not doing that to me, matey.
Oh, not again.
Yeah. Not again, yeah.
I reckon he has a lot of weapons pulled on him by angry women.
I think so.
The man departs the cockpit in a leather helmet and goggles.
Yes.
The reason for that becomes clear later.
Yeah.
And then shoots the gun at the plane's controls.
Yes.
Thus sending it spiralling out of control.
Yes.
Bond suddenly realises he's not going to score, and he looks fucking pissed off.
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? Yeah, this is all gone a bit wrong.
Yeah. Quick as a flash, he thrusts a leather loafer in the man's direction.
Yes. And they have a nice little tussle, don't they?
They do.
And then, what happens to the door, Ed?
Well, he opens the door and attempts to throw Bond out.
Yes.
But Bond, however, is not going to be inconvenienced.
No.
By a low guy.
Yeah.
And so he throws him out.
Damn right.
He's turned the tables.
Who turns up here, Ed, that we've not seen on the plane whatsoever?
Yeah. Well, as Bond's now spends a surprisingly long time admiring his handiwork as that guy plummets to
looking smug.
Along comes Richard Keel, Jaws.
Yes.
From The Spy Who Loved Me. He's been brought back because he was popular.
Yeah.
And he lobs him out.
Yes. Without a parachute. That's key.
Without a parachute.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah.
He's got quite a large sports blazer on there.
Yes.
That's the weird thing.
I'm sure those winglets he has for collars will help massively.
So a mid-air scrap ensues with Bond showing that...
Sorry, can I ask you something here?
Yeah.
What happens to the woman he was feeling up? Has she gone down with the plane here?
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing she went down on.
Hey! Yeah, what did happen to her?
She just disappeared.
I'm keeping out of this. Oh no!
Shit!
The plane has no control!
She did have a parachute though, so I'm assuming she got away.
The mid-air scrap ensues with Bond showing that if you want to win one of these fights, all you need to do is turn into a stuntman with a parachute clumsily tucked beneath your rugby club sports blazer.
We all know Roger Moore's wig was not up to the job of freefall.
Why is that guy wearing those goggles and that little leather helmet?
Yeah,
We
yeah.
can easily disguise him as a
Yeah.
stuntman. Right, that makes sense now.
We don't have to technically pay him as an actor now.
So then Bond magically manages to catch up with the hello guy
And undress him.
and get his parachute
Yeah.
off him. Look, the guy went, fuck off!
Exactly.
Jaws then drops out of the air and also attempts to gnaw on Bond's stay press grey slacks.
And also, I think Roger's put a bit of weight on here. He has a bit of trouble securing the latch.
Yeah.
Bit like after Christmas dinner.
Bond's clearly not up for these kind of overtures and pulls the parachute cord and fucks off.
Yes.
Jaws does the same, but being a bit of a heavy-handed dick, he manages to pull the cord off.
He's too hard.
And then, what do they do? This is a beautiful moment.
We cut to a view of a circus, which is a very bad model shot as well. And then he just falls out of the sky, doesn't he?
Where did the budget go for this film?
I don't know.
It's not all up there on screen, is it?
It was all on Airfix kits, I think.
Yeah, they went with the circus music piped
Yeah.
over the top.
Well, they even go to the house of the show inside the circus.
Well,
And I thought this is really weird, but that actually segues into the intro bit, doesn't it? Because that bit of netting's at the back that he falls into.
oh,
So-
I didn't spot that.
Well, I just thought it was very weird. Then the netting was there with Roger in the middle,
Yeah.
and then it obviously does the tits out,
Yeah.
naked dance. Yeah. That's what we all like, obviously. Yeah.
Anyway, not the best Bond theme, did you think?
No, awful. And I didn't realise Shirley Bassey did it either.
Yeah, rope her back in.
Oh god, that was awful. I mean, it was hard to put the word Moonraker into a song, really, isn't it? Moonraker, he's the man. No, don't work, see.
That was better. That would have been
Thank
better.
you.
Yeah.
E.O. Higgins and Mark Green, Faces for Audio.
Cut to London, where Bond is called in with a meeting with M, Q, and a mandatory minister.
Yes,
Always one of them in there.
What's he, the Minister of Stuff?
Stuff.
Yeah.
Moonrakers. That's it.
Yeah.
So that Bond can do some showing off by knowing stuff.
Yes. Oh, the Moonraker, isn't that a project? Blah, 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 blah.
He's like that Derek Okora off the telly, only
Yes.
with some facts.
Yes, that he's read in the metro on the way over.
And astound the more.
Yes.
How do you understand? How do you know these things?
What's this thing called the media? Oh.
Swaggering into the office, Bond's opening gambit, Moonraker, to which everyone is obviously astounded. Q attacks the wainscoting with a tranny aerial, and a large television screen appears showing the aeroplane's crash site, and there's no debris of the Moonraker shuttle.
Nothing to be seen.
Nothing to be seen.
Nothing at all. And this is very embarrassing for the British government because it turns out they borrowed it.
Yeah.
It's a bit like you borrow something like a video off your friend and you can't quite find it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, very embarrassing.
But why were we borrowing it? Was that ever explained?
Not entirely clear.
Right.
Presumably because of the cutbacks to the British, space projects over the years. Don't let facts weigh the story down.
Anyway, Bond decides he must go to California.
Yes.
Immediately. And heads off.
Another holiday option.
What are you going to do, Bond? California?
Yeah.
Sounds good.
Is that where they are?
But before he can leave, Q gifts him some standard equipment.
Yes, it's all been issued to all the agents now.
Right,
Yeah.
Standard equipment.
Yeah.
It's a clunky looking watch that shoots darts.
It is. And what I liked here as well is the two types of dart. There's one that kills you in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
There's one that kills you straight away. I'm thinking, okay, right, fair enough then.
Blue tips for stuff, and red tips for some other stuff.
How's that work for the colourblind people out there?
I don't know.
Am I going to die immediately or 30 seconds later?
Let's hope that comes in handy later.
I can't see that being useful at all later.
Otherwise, that scene would be fairly extreme.
Yeah, no, I just think it was there for the fans. Yeah.
We cut to a beautiful woman in a helicopter
She's hot.
saying, "Welcome to California." Even though presumably he's been in California for a while because he's standing outside Drax Industries.
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to work for Drax Industries. They have a very interesting recruitment policy, you know.
A bit like that 22nd century Dalek.
Yeah. Are you hot? Yeah, you can work
he
here.
was dressed wearing a very similar style
He
suit.
was. They must shop at the same place.
obviously, mate. We fly over Drax's grounds and Bond arches an eyebrow at some Airfix models.
Yeah, that's awesome. It looks like they've gone to one of those little model villages and gone, oh, that'd do, we'll shoot that there.
Well, he arches an eyebrow and says, "Very impressive."
Yeah.
So obviously, it being Roger Moore he might just be talking about the pilot's tits.
Yes, because there's a good cleavage going on there.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Later he works in the line, I like to give a breast.
Yes, he does, doesn't he? Yeah. I was surprised Roger was all right with the fact there was a lady flying the helicopter as well.
Yeah, no.
He's a bit dismissive of the female,
doctor.
Yeah, exactly.
He was madly confused by a woman being a doctor. Oh God. It was the 70s, surely they had.
But Moneypenny's a secretary. That's all women do.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Arriving at the Drax resident, Bond, wearing some quite ridiculously flappy trousers.
Yeah, they're good, aren't they?
Yeah. Is shown in by Butler, who they call Cavendish.
Yeah.
For no reason.
So he's in
You ever see Cavendish again?
Can I just rewind here a second? He's in America.
Yeah.
In a French chateau,
which they brought over. Yeah.
Brought over with a British butler.
Yeah.
And Drax, I don't know where he's from.
Yeah, I think he's French. He
must be French, but he sounds a bit more sinister than French.
Yeah.
And let's not forget
a Chinese henchman.
Let's not forget at this stage as well. As part of the flyover, we see all the fit people for the Aryan. I mean the future of the human race. And it's not Aryan.
Giving a bit away there.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Doing some very good star jumps.
Yeah, it's a bit like a kind of upmarket version of Carry On Camping.
Exactly, yeah. I was just thinking that exactly as well. Yeah, well done, Ed.
We meet Drax for the first time.
Yes. What's Drax's first name? Kevin?
Kevin Drax. That's right. You were paying attention.
Yes.
Good. For the first time. Naturally, you can tell he's evil because he's got a monobrow and a goatee beard, which, as Hello Shite listeners will know from the Mirror Mirror episode, that's the hallmark of the bastard. Yeah. And even more worryingly, he's dressed like King John On. That's never a good thing.
And let's not forget as well, he's got the 2 dogs as well.
2 dogs.
I found a little flaw in his little communication system with the dogs as well, because he feeds them some beef, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he has the old click of the fingers. But the click of the fingers later means something else to the dogs. So they're either well clever dogs, or they just I don't know, seem to know what to do.
Was that eat beef or chase a woman?
They look at each other. I'm not sure.
I'm really confused now.
Which one was I need to go for a shit?
So Drax says, "Your reputation precedes you,
and
Mr. Bond."
He waits till he makes him listen to the whole song.
Yeah,
nice.
Oh, that bit's quite nice.
On his Steinway and Sons
Tickling
piano.
the ivories. And he says, "Your reputation precedes you, Mr. Bond," says Drax.
Yeah.
"I'm honoured that your government sent you to apologise for the loss of my shuttle."
Well, Roger isn't going to be done here. He's very much like, "I ain't apologising for nothing, mate."
But hang on, your reputation precedes you.
But who are these two?
Is James Bond a spy?
Yes. Not a very good spy, apparently, because everyone knows who he is.
He's a shit spy.
And
here's my business card. It says you're a spy.
Yeah. Well, I charge by the hour. It's fine. And there's 2 honeys there as well,
Yes.
randomly.
Yeah.
I mean, we understand later why
That
they're
all
there.
makes sense later.
Yeah. And we also meet another character I really like in here as well at this stage.
Is that Chang?
It is Chang, yeah.
Good.
There's no racism going on here at all. No.
Anyway, despite Drax's gracious greeting and warm reception, Bond, the famous super spy, the world famous super spy, acts like some kind of sulky, useless teenager and points out that the British government ain't going to apologise for nothing until they find out what the fuck happened to the Moonraker.
Yes.
Meanwhile, we get to see our first henchman, Chang. He's an Asian bloke wearing a Kendo suit.
Looks like his mum still cuts his hair with a basin bowl.
Look, he comes in with Drax's tea and cucumber sandwiches on a tray.
Yeah.
Clearly the duties of the henchman are apparently quite varied.
Right, so I'm going to put a little advert together for the henchman there. Right, so he must be able to kill in a weird and strange way.
Yeah. Good.
And can serve tea and cucumber sandwiches.
Yeah.
And look menacing in polite company.
That's quite a diverse job spec.
Oh, and also understand, when I give a very loose reference to killing somebody, you understand it perfectly.
There's a lot of that going on.
Take care of him. What?
Be nice to him.
More sandwiches?
No, the opposite. What? What's the thing he says to Jaws there? Go and take him somewhere he'll be definitely hot.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Do you want me to kill him? Sorry, I'm confused.
What, a week in Barbados?
The Hello Shite podcast. Keep listening to the voices in your head.
Bond saunters into the laboratory with his voluminous grey slacks, flapping over the tops of his shoes, and spots an attractive woman.
Well, she's an attractive woman. Yeah. She's just eye candy, clearly, right?
Clearly. So he says to her, "Oi, love."
Even though, to be fair, they're giving her a clipboard, a set of glasses, and a white coat.
Right.
Yeah.
He just thinks probably like an optician's assistant.
Yeah.
I'm looking for Dr. Goodhead. You found her.
Yeah.
A woman? Does not compute. Obviously your dad.
We got the full range of the Roger eyebrow here.
Yeah. I thought he was supposed to be smooth. Yes. He's like the least smooth man in the world.
It's fair to say that she was quite pissed off with him immediately. Yeah.
He just acts like a dick.
She's just like, you tosser. I spent 5 years at fucking university to get this guy. I worked really hard. I didn't shag my way to the top.
Doesn't he also, he's going, so you're over here to train to be an astronaut? And she goes, I'm a fucking astronaut.
Done that, mate.
So, having acted like a complete dick from his opening gambit, Bond then proceeds to tour the facilities, during which he rudely cuts her off every time she tries to explain what anything is.
Yeah.
Whilst,
that's right.
Whilst doing a smug face.
I will finish your sentence, love.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
It's really no wonder everyone's trying to kill this twat.
Yes.
And then Bond decides, for really no reason, that he's going to get inside the centrifuge chamber.
Oh, it's like a little fairground ride for him, isn't it? Yeah. I think at this stage he's trying to impress the lady. Clearly the charm's not working.
He's not done well.
Her pants haven't come off yet.
Yeah, no.
He's got to do something.
Yeah. I think we all know he is obviously going to shag her by the end of this.
Well, clearly.
Yeah. Along with 3 other women.
She's just playing hard to get.
Yeah. She didn't take my incredible rudeness and charm.
I don't understand.
Sweet.
So anyway, he gets into the centrifugal, space thing.
The gravity thing.
That's it, yeah.
And she explains that 7 Gs would be fatal, just in case we didn't know.
8 Gs, you start getting a facelift.
Yeah. Well, there was a lot of that going on. and leaves the controls in the capable hands of the murderous Chang.
Yes.
I love it. He just comes in and whispers in some bloke's ear. Yeah, I've got to kill that guy.
Yeah.
All right, I'll go make a cup of tea.
Just pretend nothing's going on, all right? Yeah. And also, let's not forget the chicken switch.
The chicken switch. Does that get disabled?
It does, yes.
Oh,
yes,
right.
yeah. So the idea
is... How does he do that from... Is there a button that disables
I think there must be. That
doesn't seem like a fail-safe.
Not really, no.
Why was that...
And some random Chinese guy turning up and telling you just to leave...
Yeah.
Your station, your job you're responsible for.
Yeah.
Just go.
Yeah.
Oh, all right, then I'll knock off, mate.
Yeah, but he's a superior henchman.
That's true, that is true, yeah.
He's second in command.
So anyway, the centrifugal machine cracks off. Surprise, surprise, Chang tries to kill him.
Yeah.
And he's
delighted.
He is, he's loving it, isn't he? Yeah.
Beaming face.
We see some great shots of Rog just slowly getting higher up the seat. And then he looks like he's got some kind of, he's having some kind of bowel disorder.
He's having a really bad shit.
So Roger tries to hit the chicken switch.
Yeah,
don't work. No, it don't work. No. I genuinely can't remember how he gets out of this situation.
Oh, well, it makes no sense. Good. The machine spins Bond around with the G-force working upon his old leathery face, while Chang looks on delighted. Fuck being a waiter. This is clearly the part of his job he likes the most.
This is the shit I signed up for.
But just as Bond is about to lose consciousness, he suddenly remembers Q's dart gun thing.
Oh, yeah.
Fires it. And in a way that makes literally no sense, everything stops.
Yeah.
And poor Chang looks utterly crestfallen.
Well, you would have thought if Chang was a decent henchman at this stage, he would
just... and kill him.
Oh, exactly, yeah. It
wasn't particularly sly the way he was doing it. No. Can you leave? I need to kill this guy.
Yeah. I mean, also, he's quite disabled after it as well, so why not just take him then?
I don't know. But weirdly, she starts warming up, and when he comes out and he looks all... shagged out.
Yeah.
She said, "Oh my God, are you all right?"
She goes for the old loosening of the shirt.
And he's just out, fuck that.
And why is he doing it in his suit? I thought the whole idea was you're getting like a little jumpsuit, a helmet, and all the rest of it. He just does it in his his three-piece.
Yeah. No, his big flappy trousers.
Yes.
Safety first.
Hello, Shite. They watch this drivel so that you don't have to.
So we cut to Drax wearing a alpine hat and a cloak.
And they're out shooting.
Yeah. So he obviously got him there so he could kill him.
Yeah.
In a not particularly sly way. So he hands Bond a gun, which is a weird thing to do if you're going to try and kill someone. Just kill them.
Not what I'd do.
Why do you need to give them a gun? But anyway, so
Sporting chance.
Drax hands him a gun and says, "Oh, go and aim at some of those birds." And there's a man hiding in a bush, or in a tree, I should say. And Bond shoots, and you see the birds fly off. And Drax goes, "Oh, you missed, Mr. Bond." And he goes, "Did I?" And then the man falls out.
Nice.
"You killed my groundsman. What are you doing?" "What? I had that man arrested."
Yeah.
Anyway, so then he gets in a car and heads off back to the airport.
Who does he leave behind here?
He leaves behind the pilot who he's just shagged.
Yeah.
She turns up and she goes, "Oh, you wanted to see me?" And he says, "Oh, your contract is now terminated." Again, not clear. But then Chang turns up and sets some dogs on her. So that's what you get when you have a night of bliss with Bond.
With Roger.
You then get ripped apart by dogs the next day.
And the running through the woods is I find that quite interesting every scene because obviously she knows what's coming.
Yeah.
You know, she doesn't really think, what I should try and do at this stage is click my fingers and just see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
Because the dogs might just go, stop. Or turn around and have a go at Chang. I don't know. Anyway, she meets a grisly death.
She does. As do many ladies that have sex with Bond. So then we cut to Venice.
Obviously, after
for no reason.
A gruesome murder.
Yeah. We know it's Venice because Bond is stepping off a gondola.
Yes. Yeah.
What? So he swaggers into a glass shop and makes lewd and inappropriate comments to a shop girl immediately.
Yes.
Then disappears around the back of the shop where he catches sight of Dr. Holly Goodhead. Cue much eyebrow hacking from behind a pillar.
Yeah, nice.
Bond then talks to her, making clear his lack of charms and the fact that he clearly wants to have sex with her. Goodhead rebuffs him quite strongly. Not unreasonably.
Isn't there a guided tour going around at this stage as well?
He's not interested in that.
No.
He's not thinking about the earthenware pot.
That worth millions.
That's a nice looking woman who I would like to have sex with. And I sort of know her, so I probably am going to have sex with her.
Definitely,
that's how life works.
Yeah.
And so Bond heads off back to his gondola looking a bit sad. But what happens then, Mark?
So the gondola gets attacked, doesn't he?
Gondola. Well, yeah. In a fairly elaborate ruse.
Yeah, so
down comes a
like a hearse on water.
That's right.
And then obviously, I didn't realise this. The gondola had come from the queue department.
Yeah.
And
that wasn't explained.
Not really, no. And weirdly enough, in the first sequence, you see him with a gondola driver. Yeah. And then he's in the gondola driving it himself, right?
I looked up what a gondola driver is called. Gondola driver is called a gondolier.
Oh, right. So he had a gondolier. He didn't have a gondolier. And then he had a hovercraft version of it.
Yeah.
And the bit I really like as well, that obviously he wins. He blows up the other boat, etc., etc. And then there's a coffin that goes under one of the bridges. Yeah. There's an Italian old guy that comes out smoking on a cigarette.
There's a lot of that shit going on.
Yeah, and he just looks at the coffin and throws a cigarette away.
Oh. So then Bond pulls out that panel.
Yeah.
So then you know it's a Q boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then they speed it up a bit.
Yes.
A lot of speeded up action going on in this film. Q Branch has sorted out this is a special gondola, which is very fortunate. The gondola chase happens in the canals before Bond presses another button and it transforms into a hovercraft. This then causes a local Italian man to throw his wine away. and a pigeon to perform a double take.
That's right.
Jesus.
Oh dear.
How many films in the 80s were there with like a bloke drinking some booze, a slightly unusual thing happens, and they go,
oh my god!
Throwing that away.
And he goes up the little jetty on it as well. Yeah.
You wouldn't think that's that unusual.
But every time someone sees it, he just gives that smug look as if to say, hello.
Just like Alan Partridge with his blazer.
Exactly, yeah.
You're listening to Hello Shite, shorter than some other podcasts.
We cut to Bond, once again in his burgling outfit. He wears that a lot in this.
He must carry a lot of outfits with him.
Yeah.
He doesn't look like a man that has a lot of luggage either, which is weird, but never mind.
He does alright, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, he does seem to be wearing this black outfit quite a lot. In this
very
one.
slimming.
Yeah, that might be the reason. Once again, his burgling outfit, and he's breaking into a secret biological laboratory with a penknife.
Yes.
Is that from Q-Branch?
Probably. Yeah. So Bond is then creeping down a corridor. Yeah. And he sort of has to stop as he goes around the door and he sees a guy with a white beard and a white coat. Yeah. And he observes... I can assume
he's a doctor because he's a man.
He's a man, absolutely, yeah, damn right, yeah.
And he's wearing a white coat.
And he looked quite serious.
He could just be someone selling ice cream.
He could be, yes.
He's in Italy, so...
Yeah.
So it's possible.
And he manages to break the secret code as well, doesn't he? So he observes him... entering the theme music to Close Encounters of the Third Kind into a wall panel. Classic. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I don't know if this is an actual proper reference.
Drax, he's got class.
Yeah, he has.
That's a nice system.
I don't know if there's some kind of filmic reference here as well. So, some nod to Spielberg here. I don't know. But anyway, so Rog watches the guy go in. Yeah. He manages to replicate that, doesn't he? Yeah. Quite easily. Instantly. Yeah.
No messing around.
Weirdly enough, I should imagine, like most things in the end of the 70s, beginning of the 80s, none of the buttons had things on them.
No.
So it's almost like he's playing Simon Says, if you've seen him.
So he's in, and what happens then?
Well, doesn't he witness the vial being broken? And
it's a bit jammy, that.
Yeah.
It would have been.
It was odd.
Does that happen every day?
Well,
he's only in there for about 2 minutes.
I know, he's not the best scientist in the world. He's quite clumsy, isn't he? Anyway, the vial opens, cracks, kills the old fellow that let him in, basically. Yeah. While the other scientist, just disappears off somewhere.
Yeah, and the rat in a cage, he's fine.
Oh yeah, is he fine? Is he?
So Bond discovers the lab. It's full of a nerve gas that's deadly to humans, but harmless to animals.
Yeah, how the hell does that work? Because we're animals, right?
Yeah, it doesn't really make much sense.
No, it doesn't, does it? It suits the story, though.
Yeah, so he knows this because a scientist happens to die in front of him within the 2 minutes he's creeping about the lab. Bond then steals one of the vials. And what does he do with that? Was it for maximum safety?
I can't remember.
He puts it in his top pocket. That'll be alright.
Yeah, that'll be fine in there.
As long as I don't have a massive fight with a henchman in a second, I'll probably be alright there.
Yeah, or just open the door and walk into it. Shit.
So what happens next? Massive fight with a henchman.
Yes.
Chang suddenly appears.
Yeah.
Although, what's Chang doing?
What?
Chang wasn't even in that country.
No.
Previous to this.
He was just still with the dogs chewing that woman. No, that was in America, but France, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's using. Yeah.
It was America, but
fake sort of little France.
Yeah, little France. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's now turned up in full Kendo gear.
Yeah.
In a laboratory.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, obviously, just in case he kicks off.
We're trying to do really top secret biological work here. Can you not stand around wearing your Kendo gear, twatting people over the head with a stick?
It's quite flammable.
Yeah. So he starts twatting Bond over the head with a big stick.
Yeah. So what I didn't understand about this bit was, if you were going to attack Bond with something, I appreciate Kendo and it's that wooden, that bamboo thing. Why not a proper sword?
Yeah.
I don't get. I didn't understand that.
The stick is a kind of replacement for the.
It's a training tool, isn't it? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So why not use a proper knife in this situation?
Makes sense.
No. Anyway.
Okay. Anyway, never mind.
Yeah.
But fortunately, Bond is as tough as old leather.
Yeah.
Mainly on account of being principally constructed from old leather.
And he's not concerned about anything in his top pocket, no? No, that's fine.
He hasn't got time to be concerned about
that.
No. So after a load of priceless antiques, because apparently they walked back out to the other place.
And Bond saves one.
Extraneous earlier, but alright.
Bond saves one, but Kendo doesn't care about that.
No. So that's all needlessly broken. And Bond then throws Chang out of a window where he dies falling through a grand piano of all things. All right.
Is there a message there?
So there's the deadly laboratory check. Or what's next door to that? That's the place with all the antiques.
Priceless antiques.
And
check.
then there's just a street party. All right. It's a weird setup, isn't it?
You imagine the police report of that. We came across a guy in a Kendo outfit busted through a piano.
Yeah.
Anyway, unsolvable.
So he says, the Bond says, he's as you know, he's
on form.
King of quips.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He says, "Play it again, Sam."
That's not even very
Bond.
good, is it? No. It's not
For
even
no
a good
one.
quip. Yeah.
There's no one there.
Yeah.
You just say that.
Yeah.
Fortunately, no one was able to witness his weak quip. So you got away with that one.
You're listening to Hello Shite. Isn't there something better you could be doing?
Having broken into Dr. Goodhead's hotel room, he's still in his black shirt.
He's breaking in a lot.
Yeah. That shirt must be fairly whiffy at this point. Bond then goes through her stuff in front of her, which comprises of what sort of things?
Well, it's the the Harrod's Diary.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's not any old Harrod's Diary, is it?
No.
It's from the Assassin's collection.
It's a dart-throwing diary.
Weirdly, fires the same dart that his wrist thing does. Yeah. Never mind, yeah.
Similar technology.
Yeah.
And a flaming lipstick.
Yeah. I love the flaming lipstick.
As he describes these things as standard CIA equipment.
Yeah.
Are there no men working in the
Apparently
CIA?
not, no. They always get sus with
Earlier
it.
in this, you hated her for being a doctor, but now when she's in the CIA, it's
fine.
standard equipment. Well, they're all wandering around with lipstick.
Well, presumably they're all women as well, because men carry around with lipstick. It's quite suspicious.
Yeah,
So-
that'd be weird, wouldn't it?
It would.
That's just my lipstick. Okay.
Don't open it.
So they decide that they should be working together.
Yeah.
And in order to properly firm up the relationship, Bond obviously has sex with her.
So that,
And then fucks off before she wakes up. So
this is Shag 2, isn't it?
that's Shag 2.
Oh, you see some Air France tickets as well, doesn't he?
He asks her where she's going.
Yeah,
and she
yeah.
says, "Oh, I'm not going anywhere."
No.
And then she looks over at the luggage that's hanging around her door. Really.
Well, he buggers off and she's straight on the phone to the. I'm checking out.
Bond heads back to the laboratory with M and the minister. Oh,
It all goes wrong,
it's
doesn't
an
it?
Embarrassing moment.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? Yeah.
Only to discover that now a large room with something going on.
It looked like some kind of Victorian kind of I don't know palace room.
Yeah,
Very weird.
It's odd.
Yeah. So they've obviously had the team in from the BBC there, from the changing rooms.
Yeah.
Lawrence Llewellyn Bowen in. He's done it up. Oh, hang on,
What
what a
do you still look like?
Yeah.
Anything but a laboratory.
A secret
yeah.
laboratory. Yeah. And get rid of the dead old guy. He's trying to whip the place up a bit.
Maybe lose the rat.
Yes.
Drax is in there fiddling in his beard, and the minister is humiliated at this point because he plays bridge with Drax, apparently.
What, evil Noel Edmonds?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he demands that Bond is taken off the case.
Yeah.
So as they leave, Bond hands over a vial that he's
been keeping hold of,
in his top pocket
Yeah.
for safety to M for analysis, who then permits Bond to go to Rio de Janeiro.
On holiday. He says to him, you've got to take a holiday now.
He's on leave.
Yeah. No one can see you winking on radio.
Okay. I winked for context.
Yeah.
Good point, well made.
No worries.
Bond
I
appears...
did work in TV for a long time. Definitely looks better on TV.
Good at radio as well. Bond appears in Rio, resplendent in his white suit, and checks into the presidential suite.
How does Bond arrive in Rio though?
Concorde.
79. Yeah. Clearly stock footage as well, because the colour match doesn't quite match the rest of the film, but never mind.
Oh, he's being chased by a sexy lady, isn't he?
Yeah, again, Brazilian. Yeah.
Is she? I
don't know. He does find out later, though.
Only to discover a sexy lady called Manuela is mixing cocktails.
Manuela.
So what would you do? There's a lovely lady, you don't know who she is.
Yeah.
Mixing
at
cocktails.
your bar. Yeah.
Just basically insults her.
Yeah.
Come with the room. That's his best line.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Are you my sex slave? Let's not forget
You're basically a whore, right?
Let's not forget the really camp concierge as well when he comes in.
Yeah.
I liked him. He was good. He was good. Yeah.
Well, he hated Bond.
He really
Everyone
did.
hates Bond.
He really did.
Is there anyone that doesn't hate Bond?
Anyway,
His bosses hate him.
Yes.
All the evil guys hate
Money
him.
Penny seems to like him.
Yeah, for no reason.
She seems to tolerate him. So anyway, she serves him a drink, doesn't she? She goes to sit down on the couch.
Serves him a what?
Is it a vodka martini?
Yeah.
Shaken, not stirred.
Shaken, not stirred.
Yeah. She goes and sits down on the overly plush sofa and disappears into it.
Yeah.
Then they cut back to Bond.
She's quite small.
Yeah, she is. Yeah. And wearing a bikini as well, which is handy.
Yeah.
Yeah, with
Which
heels.
He pulls off her instantly.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah.
With his slightly manky-looking old man hands.
Yes. Yeah.
What can we do for 5 hours?
Yes. I don't think Rod can do that.
You can do it for 5 hours.
He's looking for the M Viagra injection by this stage.
Better get some condoms. I'm riddled with BD.
I've shagged everything.
I really don't care.
It's really not doing women justice, this, is it? Really? No.
Anyway, so Bond, she tells Bond that she's been employed by M.
Yeah.
To help him while he's in Rio.
Well, she's part of a guerrilla movement or something,
yeah.
isn't she? Yeah.
So he went, M's been busy. So he wasn't really listening to her, but then he says, Bond basically just has sex with her. So later, whilst Bond does some more of his trademark post-coital burglary.
Yes.
He's breaking into a warehouse just as the Rio Carnival
Yes.
and Jaws appear.
What I like this though, because he's a spy, right?
Yeah.
So his job is to blend in. So what do you wear to a carnival?
Well, everyone else is wearing bikinis and fruit and
yeah.
He's just going to turn up in his usual
tuxedo.
His dinner suit and bow tie.
I love that. That was awesome.
Wandering through looking really suspicious. Jaws is now working for Drax.
Yes.
So they've got him back in.
Yeah, he's back in the circle.
Now Chang's dead.
Kendo's... Chang's gone. So anyway, Bond's creeping around, isn't he? And then, unfortunately, his lovely lady...
This is one of your favourite bits.
Yeah, his lovely lady gets attacked by Jaws.
Yeah.
He just appears from nowhere, obviously. Oh, no, he's in an outfit.
She's standing around an alleyway on her own, isn't she? And he turns up wearing a big clown mask.
Yeah, I was going to say, he's done a better job of the spy of fitting in, to be fair.
Yeah.
But Bond quips to her, don't talk to any strange men.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay,
well,
fine.
I talked to you, didn't I?
Well, that's circus freaks. Check, that's fine. Anyway, he starts to strangle her, going for the vampire move, I think you call it.
Yeah.
He wants to bite her neck, so Roger sees this, or Bond sees this, jumps down, karate chops into the back of the head, has no effects.
Yeah.
What's the only way out of this situation, Ed?
Well, I don't know. How would you get rid of a giant?
Maybe a secret weapon?
Yeah.
Maybe some hardcore training?
Yeah.
No. Actually, he used the power of Carnival to get rid of Pet Jaws.
All right.
But 7 or 8 people come along dancing. From the club.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the club, but I like the name of the club.
Camper or something.
Something like that. Yeah.
Noob camper.
Something like that. Yeah. And they sweep Jaws off apparently in a movement of joy and dance.
No, I was killing a woman. Put me back.
Anyway, she gets over that quite quickly, and they go off to the next bit now.
And he just goes, "Yeah, no, you're gonna have a rest, love."
Yeah.
We never see her again.
No, she's gone.
Done then.
Yeah.
I think she was nice. She was definitely.
She doesn't appear again.
No,
she doesn't. She disappears. She's not the.
She's going. He's going. Which airport are they? Do they?
That's right.
The reason he's breaking into the warehouse is because that's where Drax is sending all his stuff. He wants to know where it's going.
Yeah, so he gets the airport thing.
So he goes, which airport do they? So she tells him the information as they're walking out.
Yeah.
So he didn't actually need to go in there at all. You could just ask.
It's a pointless exercise, wasn't it?
You're listening to Hello Shite. Go home and rethink your life.
Bond bumps into Dr. Goodhead again, which is presumably a bit awkward. He left it badly last time.
He did. So he's gone up a cable car, hasn't he, to get a good view of the area.
I had sex with you once, yes, and then we both sort of ran away from each other.
And then we randomly
meet. On a cable car.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right.
Well, they don't go up together, do they? He just bumps into it at the top of the cable car thing.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, because they're both weirdly.
I think this is the point I fell asleep.
There's 2 telescopes, and they're looking down at the airport, and you see a plane take off, and it's got Drax Airways on it or something like that. So, and then they sort of their eyes meet. So they decide to work together. They get back in a cable car together, and they head off. And
plain sailing, is it?
Guess who turns up?
Oh, it's not Jaws.
It is Jaws. Yeah. So as usual, the only solution to anything Jaws has is to basically mangle it, bite it. So he's in the engine room of the cable cars.
Yeah.
There's a big pulley thing. He stops that working, and then he uses his mighty jaws to bite through like a 1-inch steel cable.
What's he wearing at this point?
What he's always wearing, which is braces, a shirt, and some slacks.
He's got a very nice blazer on.
Oh, I didn't notice the blazer. Sorry,
He's got the Alan Partridge blazer badge on.
Nice. So the cable car stopped at this stage, Ed.
Right.
And I'm doing my work here because I know you fell asleep during this bit.
Yeah, I did,
so I understand. I fell asleep earlier, so it's absolutely fine. Jaws then gets you. Well, there's another henchman that appears.
Right.
Whacks the other cable car operator on the head.
Yeah.
The evil henchmen are now in charge. Little bald fella's in charge now.
Yeah.
They make the cable cars.
I entirely missed the ball fella.
He was good. He didn't have a major part.
I'll go back and have a look at the ball fella.
Yeah.
The ball fella with a stick.
He had a very small truncheon. I mean, I'm not going to say anything, but
easy.
So anyway, he sends Jaws up the cable car. The cable cars line up together. And Bond, by this stage, decided this isn't very good. Yeah. So conveniently, there's a ladder to get on top of the cable car, and a chain, which he says, "Take the chain, love. We might need that later." Randomly, just lying around.
Just a chain,
just a chain lying around. Yeah, spare chain. Yeah, literally. Yeah. Jaws jumps across. There's a crap fight. It really is an awful fight. Jaws is too big.
He's too slow.
He is. Slow. It's just awful.
After Bond's done his obligatory kind of rabbit punching in the stomach to no effect.
Yeah. And it's like a little runner. They're running around the little cable car thing, and eventually Jaws falls down the hole. Yeah. They seal it over with a little catch. Bearing in mind, this is the guy that bit through a 1-inch steel cable and stopped the pulley system. He seems to struggle with this. So anyway, luckily the chain comes in use now.
Right.
So they wrap.
Well, that's fortunate.
Oh, so lucky as well.
That's good.
So wrap the chain round the cable, rappel down.
Right.
At which point Jaws' mate has gone. Oh, hang on, they're escaping. I'll speed up the cable cars. Bond gets away. They fall off. Yeah. Basically. And then the cable car crashes significantly into
that'd be the end of Jaws, I imagine.
Weird thing is, Ed, I got quite thirsty at this point.
Yeah.
I really fancied a 7-Up, and I don't know why.
Delicious 7-Up.
Yeah, a really nice 7-Up.
Weird, because as I watched this film, I really wanted some 7-Up.
Yeah, me too. Anyway, there's a massive crash into a 7-Up sign. At which point...
I think you'll find several 7-Up signs.
Yes. At which point there's a massive crash and stuff, and... obviously, Bond's escaped. He decides the best thing to do, bit of a stressful situation. Yeah. Let's make love to Goodhead on the grassy knoll.
I've written those exact words tragically. Well, I've written Jaws, who's obviously fine and not in no way injured.
Yeah.
Is helped from the rubble by a blonde girl with pigtails. Mm-hmm. Who seems surprisingly aroused by a 7-foot-tall man with metal teeth covered in rubble, and they skip off.
She saw the fact that in 30 years' time, rap and grills would be the big thing.
Yeah, that's it. And having just narrowly avoided being killed, Bond's mind has naturally turned to sex.
Yes.
He's now lying on the grassy knoll, which he mentioned earlier. Weirdly, some paramedics.
Randomly
run up stretchers,
run up the hill. And again, Bond's like, I don't think I need you, thank you very much.
I'm trying to have sex with a woman. Do you mind?
Yeah. At which point he gets a little cosh to the back of the head.
He does. So is that the same little truncheon the other guy had?
Yes. They've obviously gone from Truncheons or Us, and they've had a special on them.
Then he's inexpertly tied up in the back of an ambulance with an easy escape.
Yeah.
Apparently they tied him to some bars that just open up.
Yeah, exactly.
And you're allowed to unhook your hands.
But what he does is he uses Goodhead here. He gives her the nod to say, use your sexiness to distract this guy.
And in fairness, she's got sexiness going down.
She's a pretty lady.
Good-looking woman.
But this isn't the first time that a henchman falls for her.
Yeah.
I mean, later on it happens again. So there's a fight in the ambulance. Yeah. Fire extinguisher is used against the other guy. Yeah. They get away effectively.
No reason.
Yeah, no reason.
That would have been a bit rubbish, isn't it? Oh, I've got some... What? Why aren't you just punching me in the face? That would have been better.
So, doesn't that guy end up in the British Airways sign?
A British Airways sign? Yeah, there was a British Airways sign, thinking of that.
And the guy ends up in
really
it.
Take care of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
There's no product placement
here
at all.
For no reason whatsoever, they roll out of the ambulance.
And the henchman ends up...
going through a woman's mouth in a British Airways sign. And having lost Goodhead in the ambulance, we then cut to Bond, bafflingly dressed as a cowboy, riding a horse through a South American village, before rocking up at a monastery, where apparently the entire staff of MI5 appear to be working for the day.
As monks.
And yeah, there's some kung fu monks.
Yeah, yes.
For no reason.
Put there, yeah. that put them off.
This scene seems a bit flat. Put some kung fu monks in.
Yes.
All right.
And Moneypenny's arrived with her desk and her typewriter.
That's right. Takes that with her.
So anyway, he meets up with them and stuff like that as well,
Does.
doesn't he? Before he goes off and talks to Q.
Yeah, yeah.
And they go through the latest weapons
We get to
solutions
see some more weapons that don't really come in.
that are Mexican based.
Some Mexican-based weapons.
Yes.
Right.
I do like the
Including a Mexican man
that splits in half,
sleeping outside outside a pub, who opened up to reveal he is a gun.
Yes. Oh, and we get to see a laser here for the first time randomly as well.
Yeah.
No, there's no reason for that, but that comes in later.
Yeah.
There actually is a connection there.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Much sense. On that occasion, the laser, because obviously our British lasers are a bit shit.
Yes.
They just melt someone's face.
Yeah, that's all they do
Whereas
apparently.
the ones that Drax has got actually destroy
Blow
stuff.
shit up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bond is informed by M that the toxin in the vial sent for analysis earlier comes from a rare orchid indigenous to the Amazon jungle.
Which he says, show me the chemical formula.
Yeah. And he knew what it was.
He knew it was straight away, yeah.
Oh, an obscure plant.
Yeah.
Obviously, I retained that information.
I've been watching Gardener's World as
was
well.
that in the newspaper on the way here as well?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever.
You're listening to Hello Shite, beating culture down with a slightly shitty stick.
So we start off with Q warning him, don't damage this.
Yeah.
And then we cut to Safari Bond in a lovely speedboat.
Yeah.
Yeah, very nice speedboat. Chugging down the Amazon, looking for something. I think he's looking for the source of the orchid, isn't he?
Doesn't really make sense.
Well, no, it does, because they show him on a map to say, here's where the orchid comes from, and he's going there.
Why has he gone there?
Well, that is weird. It's a tenuous link, but it's a link nevertheless.
Drax, who lives in California.
Yeah.
Okay, giving up on him, have we? We're just going to go and look at an orchid.
I think it was handy. They just ended up in Brazil, quite honestly.
Fair enough.
Anyway, he's in his speedboat, trying to find this location. What happens now, Ed?
Well, Jaws. Oh, Jaws is there again.
Yeah, and more henchmen. Yeah.
How are they doing this?
I
How do
know,
they know where
I know.
he is at all times?
Just turns around the corner, another random
Is
speedboat
he wearing a tag?
He could be, yes.
I don't understand how they're doing it. So Jaws turns up chasing him on a speedboat.
Yep. So Bond is being chased.
Yeah.
He takes out a couple of the boats.
Yes, he does.
He does well with his mines.
Yeah.
And the torpedo.
Yeah.
Which is hilarious. It's the worst special effect I may have ever seen. But anyway, that aside. Anyway,
And that's saying something. You must have Doctor Who.
I did, yeah. So Jaws is on the scent anyway.
Yeah.
So anyway, Bond makes a wrong turn somewhere, then realises there's some waterfalls coming up.
Yeah.
He's like, oh no. Anyway, Bond, what's his face is Jaws is closing in on him.
Yeah.
And what's the only thing you can do at the moment? I'm going to press the button that converts the boat into a plane.
So, does he destroy that boat then?
He does, yeah. So
Yeah.
Q's not going to be very happy about it. He's not returned it.
No.
His crash damage wave has been gone again.
Well, nearly about 5 minutes. He destroyed it.
No, so anyway, he takes off. He
Yeah.
flies off. Obviously, Jaws is left there. He panics a bit, rips the steering wheel off randomly.
He's an idiot.
He is a
He's
total
the
idiot.
Worst.
He's killed 2 henchmen
Yeah.
just for the sake of being a fool. Anyway, there's a very bad special effects shot here of his boat going over.
Jaws turns into a small model of a man. then falls off a tiny waterfall.
Oh,
anyway, we cut to Bond smugly paragliding off.
Yeah, so he lands in the jungle.
He hasn't sex for a while. Is he?
No,
is he all right?
he's due, isn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, unlike many explorers that have discovered the wilderness, within largely 3 minutes, he's found a cave with a bunch of women. He sees a woman in the distance. He follows her. That's his natural, inclination. I'm Jew, and he ends up in a cave.
So he's inside Drax's lair.
Yeah.
Which is obviously teeming with beautiful ladies.
So anyway, the women are looking at him in a very strange. It's like they've got an evil plan going on. Yeah. But Roger's not clocked onto this at all.
He's just. You can almost see his penis twitching inside that spine.
He's like landing in heaven.
His eyebrow is arching like a groggy cat. He is in Lech's paradise. But as Bond is trying to work out which of the women to have sex with first, what happens? Suddenly a bit of stone cladding raises up and knocks him into the water.
I assume there's a button pressed somewhere.
Yeah. Well, let's hope so.
And he ends up in the drink, doesn't he?
Just as a snake.
Yes.
So is that a trained snake? It just enters the water to attack him.
Yeah. There's a big anaconda.
Right, we're on.
Release the snake.
The safari suit's in there. Right, come on. Well, you got the glamorous women are standing around, coldly observing Bond do battle with the snake.
Yep.
Which, fortunately for him, has transformed into a massive rubber snake. And Bond
That's lucky.
Bond inserts a pen into the snake's chin and swims off. And finally, we understand why he's wearing those hornblower trousers. So Bond is then pulled from the water by
Jaws.
Jaws. Is there again?
Well, no, right. So let's just play the timeline here. Jaws has just gone over a waterfall. He must have been there 20 minutes tops.
He's changed his outfit as well.
And so he picks him out of the water anyway, doesn't he? Sort of shakes him off a bit.
Yeah.
And then evil Drax appears.
Yeah. There's some lovely moments here. Why did you put off the encounter with my pet python, Mr. Bond? I discovered it had a crush on me.
Yes. That was
Still
awesome.
quipping.
That was awesome, yeah. All the ladies are like, ooh!
That would have looked better if he didn't really wet and having just look knackered after.
So now he's in the secret base, isn't he?
He is,
Yeah.
Good job I stole that pen from Goodhead earlier, even though we didn't see that happen.
Well, he gets reunited with her now, doesn't he?
Yeah.
In the like this kind of officey space.
Yeah, they're in the with all the glamorous people. Bond witnesses 4 Moonrakers taking off.
That's right. Yeah.
Drax explains that he stole the loaned. Well, he doesn't really.
Yeah, well, it's random, really. He lends
does
it.
the usual thing of Bond villains, is just over-explain what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, weirdly here, right, as well, they put him in a room, which is below the the ignition chamber for the rocket, which is an office. Yeah, it's got all the computers and stuff, which conveniently transform into like a thing that doesn't get burnt. Yeah, that's a bad design idea. Yeah. Sorry. Anyway, I'm sorry to get distracted. That annoyed me.
The thing that confused me here was Bond opens a door using like a different Sanyo watch.
Well, he's got a watch and it's got some plastic explosives on it.
Right.
And he puts it on the chain, goes around the corner, there's a little cord.
Where's he got that watch from? Because that's not the one he had earlier with the darts.
No, he's just got another watch randomly.
Both hands?
Oh, clearly.
Okay, that's going to look suspicious, isn't it? I know he's the shittest spy of all time. But just turning up wearing 2 watches.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Unless you're trying to pretend to be a spiv or something. I don't know what's going on.
Anyway.
So anyway, he does that with the watch that's never been explained.
Yeah. The bars get blown off. Shuttle takes off.
Yeah.
Fire ensues. Runs down little corridor. The fire only extends as far as basically he can run. Yeah. And I'm presuming he's worried at this stage because he's wearing a largely nylon suit.
Yeah.
That would have been nasty.
It's gonna go up.
Yeah. Anyway, so they escape.
Well, he's damp though.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Smoking like a bitch.
E.O. Higgins and Mark Green occupying some space.
So then they pose as pilots on the Moonraker 6 shuttle.
Yes.
By dressing in the same gold lame jumpsuits as everyone of the Drax Corporation.
Weirdly enough, they're just allowed to walk on it.
How were they? Where did they get those? Was that explained?
No. Well, there's a few fights and stuff in between that we didn't really want to go into.
All right, so they may have stripped some people off.
Yeah. And then they've obviously got the headgear on as well.
Yeah, I like those like boxing masks.
Yeah, they all look like Dangerous Brian, don't they? Yeah. No one outside the UK will get that reference, so I do apologise.
I'm straining, to be honest. That was Brian
Connolly, yeah, it was his stuntman. Yeah.
So the shuttles dock with the Drax space station, hidden from radar by a cloaking device.
Yes.
And Bond looks at the cargo, which he calls the cargo, his words, in the space shuttle, it comprises of good-looking young couples in very small outfits snogging each other.
Yeah, pretty much, yes.
They look like they come from yogurt adverts.
It's the love shuttle.
Yeah. And he says, and the animals went in 2 by 2. Bond and Dr. Goodhead disable the radar jamming cloaking device by means of Bond just ripping some wires off it.
Well, like I said, randomly, they're allowed to walk around the space station on his docks. That's no problem. Yeah. They work out the old comms things on level 10, straight down to there, no worries. Yeah. And then what Goodhead does here is...
She starts fiddling around with buttons, and he just comes in...
Rips the cable out.
Yeah. Fortunately, that works.
Yeah. Well, this is only a highly complex space station. Yeah. That could have been the oxygen cable.
It's the 70s. Yeah. You're on a space station. I'm not sure ripping cabling out is a good idea. No. It could have killed everything, you idiot.
But there's a brilliant bit here where we cut to the fact that now the people on the Earth can see the space station now. So the Americans discover it, don't they? Yeah. They're on the phone to the Russians. Yeah. Just in case you're not sure that the Russians are there. Yeah. Red curtains, wearing a red a set of pyjamas.
And sexing up a lady.
Yeah, well, he's got like some blonde lady in bed with him.
Oh, problems. Good. So the US government sent platoons of Marines.
Yeah, just randomly
apparently
ready.
They have on standby for just this kind of occasion. That was lucky.
And while that's happened, though, hasn't Bond and Goodhead been caught?
Jaws captures Bond and Goodhead. So Bond does his obligatory rabbit punches to his gut.
He goes for the nuts as well, doesn't he?
Does nothing.
He gives him a quick kick in the happy sacks.
But
unfortunately for him, he's got two other guys with obviously watch Star Trek, and they've got a few of the agonizers there. So they weirdly these weapons, they're like taser weapons, I think. So he goes down.
Do you know what Jaws does? He just as we know, he's a bit heavy-handed. Just rips a piece of metal off the wall and starts beating him to death with it.
Again, highly complicated space station. You can't go ripping shit off.
Well.
Yeah.
Maybe this is why Drax doesn't like him so much.
Oh,
what are you doing?
But why would you invite him on a space station when you know he's going to,
Yeah, well, what was his plan for Jaws?
I have no idea.
Because Jaws takes Bond and Goodhead to the control room so Drax can reveal his plan in tedious detail.
Yes. Well, he spent a long time planning this. He wants people to appreciate it.
In fairness, he doesn't seem to care later.
No.
He's about to destroy all human life on the planet by launching 50 globes that will disperse this nerve gas onto the Earth's atmosphere. Drax has transported several dozen genetically perfect young men and women of varying races onto the space station.
You say varying races, they're largely white and Aryan.
Mainly that. There's a couple of Asian ones and a black girl.
We'll call that balanced then. Equality.
They would live there until the Earth was safe again for human life, and their descendants would be the seed of a new master race.
Where does Drax fit into this?
I don't know, he's hideous. So, presumably
he's like an evil Noel Edmonds. I mean, no one's going to want to do it with him.
Don't know.
Yeah, anyway.
Well, he runs the show, so maybe it gets...
So once he's explained the plan, he decides he's got her off Bond. And he's not going to muck around this time. He's not going to make the same mistakes like tedious, get the snake out, get the snake to kill him. No, he's going straight out of the airlock this time. And again, Bond uses his mind here, which is unusual. Because he's not involved. Usually he uses something.
Usually follows the cock.
Yeah, exactly.
The way of the cock.
Usually most of the thinking is in the groin area, and so he kind of says, "Well, hang on a minute, Jaws. Where are you going to fit into this utopian perfect society?" Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Jaws has an epiphany. He's finally realised that maybe his employer's going to off him, and don't think he's looking at the little blonde lady as well. Here,
that's why he's got that new girlfriend.
Exactly, which he took randomly into the space station.
All right.
Yeah, she's quite pretty. Anyway, a fight ensues where Jaws tries to effectively stop this. Now they get cut down immediately. And after they get cut down, the little radar thing goes off. The Americans are on the way now to save the day, as they do. So Drax has got this sorted though. He's already thought about this. You don't get to be an evil empire by not thinking stuff through.
Emperor,
sorry. Sorry. Anyway, so he gives the command, train the laser on the shuttle coming in.
He has got the Ming the Merciless.
He has, He should have been on a little scooter floating around, really.
Evil emperors, that's...
that's I had in my mind, actually, But anyway, so some idiot in the design department decided to put the emergency stop button right next to the console where they're holding Bond.
It ends up somehow, not really explained again, with a face-off between Bond and Drax in a corridor in which Drax picks up a gun and says, "Oh, well, all my plans have come to nothing, but at least I get to kill you, someone I barely know." Doesn't seem like much consolation considering his massive scheme for the universe. But anyway, Bond then just uses that fucking Q watch again. That was a bit lazy.
Fires a dart. Conveniently, he's got the right dart loaded. It's the 30-second one.
And Bond says, "Take a giant step for mankind," he says, again to a dead bloke. He really needs to stop quipping to the dead, I think, at this stage. So and then it sort of throws him out into space.
He's ejected into space, isn't he? So anyway, unfortunately, the space battle that was had previously has damaged the space station. There's one of the American guys come in and said, "Right, you've got to go now, Bond," and the panel at the side of him is just
Did you notice that Bond took control of the Americans?
Yeah, obviously.
And they all went, "Oh shit, English blokes." telling us to do stuff. Better just do that then.
Yeah.
I just sent my entire team of men up here, but there's some random English bloke I don't know.
Yeah. He's got a
Presumably the world famous spy James Bond.
He's got a British accent. Follow what he does. Yeah.
Ooh.
Him and Goodhead
Yeah.
get into a space shuttle.
That's right.
But there is a problem.
What's the problem, Mark?
Well, the docking clamp is locked, I think it is.
Oh.
So anyway, luckily Jaws is wandering past by this stage.
He's quite good at breaking stuff.
Gives them a wave.
Yeah.
All right, how you doing? Now we're mates.
Hey.
Yeah. And somehow they communicate to Jaws that they're stuck. So Jaws goes basically,
Well, no,
right, mate.
It's James Bond on the phone. He's going,
Oh, yeah.
Jaws? Jaws?
Yeah. Oh, hang on, British accent. I'll do what he says.
Well, Jaws presumably isn't his real name, is it? Can you call me Chris?
Trevor.
Yeah.
So anyway, George releases the shuttle.
Yeah.
And they need the shuttle for what reason, Ed?
They need the shuttle because they need to destroy the three
Exactly.
globes.
Yeah.
That contain the horrible nerve gas.
Weirdly enough, just before this point,
And that goes on for a very protracted period.
Let's not forget the other 47 that are left on the space station.
Yeah.
He dismisses those. They'll get burned up in the atmosphere. That will be fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not entirely sure how.
Skip over that next.
But-
So anyway, Jaws and the love of his life get sent off into space because
Yeah.
of the explosion. Apparently they're fine as well. It's only 100 miles down to the Earth.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Which he does say. Weirdly.
Well, not being funny, he has survived.
it's only 100 miles.
Yeah.
Jaws will be alright. That girl might be killed.
He'll be fine. Yeah.
He seems to survive anything.
Yeah,
I'm
just
not
land
gonna
on
bother
he'll land
caring.
on the circus again. It's fine.
And then we cut to Bond and Goodhead having sexy sex on a space bed.
Yes.
So what does a space bed look like?
Is it like an airbed in space?
No, it's like a sort of transparent egg-shaped thing with sort of white toweling.
But aren't they in zero gravity?
Yeah, and
So
then
why are they
for
bothering
some
with-
reason they're floating
Yeah.
above the bed.
So what's the bit at the end there where they try and contact Bond to
So
congratulate him?
obviously Her Majesty
Yes,
wants to
a match.
wish well
Yes.
Bond because he saved the Earth again.
As favourite spy has come through again.
Yeah. So obviously instead of bothering to ask Bond about this, they're just getting the audio visuals up.
Not that they've made this mistake in the past
No,
of getting a dignitary to call and he's doing something.
They didn't learn from Margaret Thatcher talking to a seedy parrot. I didn't learn them. So,
No, just come in, talk to him directly.
Yeah.
We won't bother to find out what he's
this has
doing.
never worked in the past. It's
No.
gotta work this time.
Yeah.
So obviously he's romping in midair
Yeah.
with Goodhead with the zero grav sex.
Yeah.
And what's Bond's doing? Thunders M. I think he's attempting re-entry.
Oh,
Hooray!
You're listening to Hello Shite. Don't worry, this can be our little secret.
Well, thank you again, lovely listeners.
That was long.
We had a good time there, didn't we?
Genuinely, it was awesome talking about it. But then we realised how
It's
complicated the story
significantly-
was. And it made no
Quite a lot of
sense.
stuff didn't make any sense.
No.
So I quite like that.
So I think that comes across, Ed.
Yeah. I think our general confusion
Yeah.
throughout the day was good. If you would like to get in contact with us with things you would like us to review for a future episode of Hello Shite, please do. Also, because we're having our Ghost Watch Halloween special next month, excitingly, if you have any ghost stories that you would like to tell us about, please do get in contact and we will read them out. If you'd like to get in touch with us, please do. We are on Twitter at hello_shite. Find us there. We're on Facebook at Hello Shite. You can email us and do that.
Thank you. Has Bond arrived? Send him in, Moneypenny. Bond, I see you're back from the Moonraker mission. Good job.
Thank you, sir. I see the weather in London is 24 degrees today, sir.
Good God, Bond, how did you know that?
It was in the newspaper, sir.
Oh. Bond, can I interest you in a beverage after your long journey?
Maybe a 7-Up, sir.
I've got 7-Up here.
Shaken, not stirred.
Always, Bond, always. Bond, we had a few problems with the last mission.
Really, sir?
Some of the women you slept with have died.
I was simply pumping them for information, sir.
Good man. Bond, there's a second issue I need to address with you immediately.
Really, sir?
We've had the results back from MI5 lab. I can confirm it is chlamydia.
Oh dear.
You're going to have to contact all your previous lovers.
But they're all dead, sir.
All dead, Bond?
I took them to heaven myself, sir.
Unbelievable, Bond. Unbelievable. Bond, I'm going to have to suspend you immediately. You are now required to surrender your license to kill, your gun, and any sponsorship deals that you may have.
Not the 7-Up deal, sir.
Especially the 7-Up deal, Bond.
But it's a big one.
Bond, hand over that stuff immediately.
But, sir, I mean, really.
What are you doing? Why are you reaching into your man bag? What's that you've got in your hand?
It's a lipstick, sir.
A lipstick? Is that standard issue?
It's standard CIA equipment. I suppose that makes you an old flame. No, that makes me sound a bit gay. Hold on. I guess they call that executive burnout. No, I've got it. You're fired! That was really good. Why is there no one here?